Hey everybody, Cal here, bringing you a brand new Total War Warhammer 2 Let's Play today. Go ahead and start a new campaign here. And I was thinking that for our first Let's Play of Total War Warhammer 2, why don't we go with probably the oldest character available here. I mean, it's actually... everyone except for the Skaven here are like multi-thousand years old, but by far the oldest should be Mazdamundi, the Land Mage Priest. So, we can take a look at the race attributes that we have to work with. It's Geomantic Web, which makes your commandments more powerful as you conquer more territory in the area. There's special spawnings, so there's periodic missions where you can get like bonus upgraded versions of units. They're not just they're not regiments of renown, and they're not just, you know, with some chevrons on them. They're like a special bonused version of the unit, and they have a wide variety of ferocious beasts available, and they have there's a chance that they will lose control and charge ahead. So I think it's everything except for the skinks and the slan and a few special units. You can lose control of them if they start taking a bunch of damage, and they will charge into the enemy instead of away. This isn't them, you know, it's not them their version of routing. They also have a routing ability, a routing state, but this is in addition to that, you might lose control of them. So those units, I mean, generally it just means that you should make them your front line, and you have to pay attention to who's hitting them and where. So Mazdamundi's campaign effects, he has diplomatic relations -10 with most factions. I'm not really sure what that references in the lore, but okay, we'll work with it. Construction cost -60% for Star Chamber, and Slan Mage Priest capacity +1. Basically that works together to make it so that Mazdamundi can have more Slan Mage Priests earlier in the game, or I guess for less money at least. And our right cost is reduced by 30%. And we have upkeep for Temple Guard units reduced by 50% for the Lord's Army, which is good because we start with a unit of Temple Guards, and their upkeep is pretty substantial otherwise. So these are very powerful halberd infantry, nicely armored, shielded as well. Great unit all around. We also start with a Basiladon with a solar engine, which is basically like 2 units in one. It has artillery on its back, and then once you actually get into melee, it can still do things. So that's a nice sort of combination, because generally your big monsters would just sit behind lines and do nothing while the enemy's marching up, and on the other hand, your artillery, once the enemy gets into range, it has to run away. So it's a very powerful combination there. Just looking at the difficulty, we're going to be playing on very hard, with very hard battle difficulty. I'm not going to turn on battle realism mode because that'll prevent me from possibly getting any nice shots that I want to, you know, swooping in the camera over the enemy army. We're going to keep incremental autosaves on just so that I don't forget, and we're going to leave the battle settings at the default 60 minutes. I could probably switch up to Legendary. I sometimes like to play on Legendary, but for a first playthrough, I'm not sure that's that's anything other than torturing myself and you, because you get to watch me fail over and over again in that case. Very hard, I think, will be a good challenge, but not frustrating for our first playthrough. And with that, I believe we'll go ahead and start the campaign, and I'll let you guys enjoy the intro video.
Since the days of creation, the reptiles have dominated the jungle continent of Lustria. The ignorant call the creatures Lizardmen. The wise know them as defenders of the world. In ages past, the Old Ones had a plan. But then the stellar gates collapsed, the Old Ones fled, and demons flooded the mortal plane. Led by the Slann, the Lizardmen fought the demons that surged across Lustria. Yet, it was the elves that created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the world of chaos, withering demonkind. The world was saved. But the vortex endures only because it is bolstered by the power of the Slann, via the Great Warding. If the warding should fail, the demons will return.
The forked tongue of Sotek hangs low in the sky. The Slann have felt it. Now I see it. Brighter, clearer. Its hiss disturbs the winds of magic. Look, Targrax, the sacred plaques. One prophecy shines above all others. Vortex of the warm blood. But the full meaning cannot be deciphered. If our master will not wake, we journey to the city of the sun.
Kosmas hisotek sotirgo, Huachoka oixal, Retag agdis rok insa. Sokazek nuit klan haigalok oixal. Attacks on my Zitsakwa.
Majitsa Kwa to you too, buddy. Okay, so this is just a recap basically of what they gave us on the front screen. So we have our first mission issued here. Great Master, the stars have moved into a favorable alignment. At your will, it is time to augment and upgrade the temple city. So they want us to upgrade our main settlement. Capture and occupy settlement belonging to Skeggi. Your words are law, revered master. The untamed ones of the Skeggi colony must be disciplined. Purge them from where they squat and reclaim our settlement. Yep, that seems like a reasonable thing to do. So, here in Hexawaddle, 38 turns till the first surplus point. I think what we're going to do is we are going to upgrade it, and we are going to pop in. Now I know there is a gold mine here, which doesn't give as much money to the Lizardmen as it does to the other races, because Lizardmen do not consider gold to be valuable. I like this quote here. Gold holds a strange value to warm bloods, but for the Lizardmen it is a highly conductive and useful material. So that's entertaining. But I'm wondering if we should go for the Skink Foraging Camp first to get us some growth. Well, you know what? We'll have space for another Skink Foraging Camp next turn. So why don't we go ahead and start up the gold mine first? Because we could use some money. Our income is not fantastic, even with the bonus to our to the cost of temple guards. Yeah. Now I see a lot of ruins around us. Some of these may be Skaven, but I think most of them are just ruins, actually. We also have a nice little skull reef here, so that's interesting. I think what I'm going to do is, because I want Mazdamundi to get started moving up on these on the Skeggi group here. I think I'm going to actually recruit another lord early to go scout out these ruins, and we'll see if we can at least pay for the lord with whatever he finds. So we're going to take a look at what we have here. We want someone with campaign effects. Enemy leadership -4 in the local region. That's not bad. If we just plop him down here, that'll at least have some effect on the other army. I think we're going to go with Chemotor, Saurus Old Blood. So that's going to tank the heck out of our economy. But we'll be sending him up and around this way, or maybe down and around this way next turn. For now, we're going to start him recruiting just a small group of skinks to lead, and I think do we have good ambush chance anywhere around here? It says we have 80% ambush chance here, so I think we're going to just move right there and go into ambush and see if we can't catch this catch Bjarki here, Bjark, out next turn with both these armies before we send. Well, we have some options next turn. Look at the rights. Rite of Awakening, that's basically gets you a Slan Mage Priest, which I take it you can't recruit normally. You have Saurus Old Bloods to lead your normal armies, and then you perform a rite to get the Slan Mage Priest, which you need a Star Chamber to do. There's the Rite of Ferocity, which is basically an upgrade to your recruitment, and also gives you more post-battle loot. There's the Rite of Sotek, which gives other armies attrition as they come into your lands, and it increases ambush success chance. And the Rite of Primeval Glory, which seems really amazing because it's a 50-turn cooldown, costs almost 10k, and you get some sort of army of feral carnosaurs and steglodons and bastillodons and an army ability. It sounds crazy. But we have to have a blessed spawning success, which I think you have to complete missions to get those. So basically we have to complete some specific mission in order to get that one. As for technologies, they're all locked behind buildings, so I'm not going to go over each individual one right now. We'll look at them when we have buildings for them, because I think that the primary functions of the buildings are going to trump any need for us to poke around in that building tree in particular. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end the turn. And unless The humans here like us. I wonder if we can get a trade agreement with them.
I hope your words
Oh wow,
are
they're willing to
wise.
do everything with us right off the get-go. They're willing to go all the way. Well, we'll try for a trade agreement first. Good, that's a little bit extra money. Non-aggression pact, and let's make them pay for that.
Disagree with that?
Maybe they'll pay us a little bit less.
Agreed.
Okay, they gave us 500 money. That's good.
You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
Do we want a defensive alliance on the first turn? It might be useful. Not sure how strong that strength rank 60 though. They have 2 settlements. Getting some early allies is worth it. Oh, let's see what they say.
Weak order.
Nope, don't want it. Okay, so we'll start there. We'll start with a non-aggression pact and trade. I think. I don't need to walk through the lands at all. I don't think. It doesn't really seem necessary right now. There's Clan Gnaw, who I'm not sure where they are. And yeah, that seems to be about the size of things. So I'm going to go ahead and end the turn like that. See, will Skeggi try to attack me? Will they pop into their settlement and try to recruit? What will they do? Are they on the very end? Yep, it looks like it. They must be. To wade through every single unit. So the end turn phases are quite long here, but that's because the map is enormous. Okay, so they've gone in there. So I'm going to force march Camo Tour up here. Switch to. I wonder, can we get up there in channeling stance or anything? Nope. I'm just going to go ahead and attack the Monolith of the Fallen Gods with Lord Mazdamundi. And this looks pretty even. What map is this? So this is a choke point battle. So our units are generally stronger than theirs, so choke point favors the Lizardmen heavily in this situation. So I'm going to go ahead and fight this. I think we can probably do it. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, so I think there's swamps or lava or something on the sides here. It's impassable, whatever it is. And so there's just the choke point in the middle. And I think because we're attacking the... Oh, interesting. It's a nighttime battle. I don't think I've seen this before. This must be new in Warhammer 2. Interesting. I like it. This is... Maybe this map is always nighttime? I'm not sure. 24 magic is a good start. So we'll start deployment like that. So I think we're going to keep our Temple Guard front and center. Put these fellows in guard mode. Now, unfortunately, the Saurus Warriors do rampage, so we'll have to be careful about that. We're going to get our skinks on either flank. So hopefully they'll be able to fire in sort of crossways, catch the enemy in a crossfire. Because they should be fairly protected on the sides. Also, they can push in and take the place of the Saurus Warriors if they go running off across the map, which they might do. We'll keep Mazdamundi in the back, not too far, not too close, and we'll get the Bastillodon up a little bit farther. Up as far as it'll go, actually. There seems to be sort of rise on the left there. I'm not sure. Is there a similar thing over here? There's There's another bump in the hill. Okay, so I think we're just going to put the Bastiladon right in the middle and have him just fire his laser cannon straight up the center. Our reinforcements are coming in from screen right, so we're just going to organize our units a bit, get ready, and okay, so I turned off, so one thing that's a little bit annoying is that the units, if you go with the default settings, your ranged units are all in skirmish mode by default, which I do not like. I'm not used to it. Maybe I could get used to it, but I don't. I kept forgetting in my playthroughs yesterday, and it was quite frustrating. So we're going to start the battle. Let's run these fellas up. We want to get this nicely covered. Okay. Get these guys up here. We'll group them once they get here. Unfortunately, I believe they're all very tired. Okay. So we're going to try to fire into the Chaos Marauders with the great weapons here. Okay. That's a nice hit. Went through the Marauder Horseman first. That dealt some morale damage. Don't think it actually hit the unit they were targeting, but that's okay. Okay, we're getting misses, but we're hitting a unit. So still doing some damage. Reinforcements are still walking over here. Nice cool little skinks. There. Little spears. Oh, here they come. Okay. Find this big old blob here. Oh. Magic being cast here. Okay. Lock group 1. Send them running in. Fire on them. Fire on these guys. Okay. Get the skink cohort here involved. Oh dear. That's very bad. Completely missed that. Melee. Countercharge the dogs. Try to get these guys surrounded a little bit. Oh dear. Okay. Most of the things are going pretty good. Who's damaged? The Saurus Warriors taking some hits. Mazdamundi's getting charged by Chariot, but Chariots have terrible melee attack, so I think that's fine. Alright, send the Mastodon charging into there. Ooh, that is a charge. Keep the regen up on the Saurus. We don't need them rampaging. Okay, so enemy's mostly running away. You have to be careful not to let our units just sort of stand there and do nothing. Okay. Don't let the units run away. Don't let the units run away. The old blood in there. We can heal up somebody who's in the back here. Nope, they're too far away. These ones. Healing up these fellas seems a good idea. Where's that Bastillodon? Run a melee, send them after those guys. The problem is they just keep coming back. Okay. See if we can't fire into that blob there. There we go. Come on. Alright. Stop the laser. Get involved in melee. Okay. Thing is going our way. Might as well heal yourself out. Put the Bastillodon on their lord. Just try to mop up as many of these forces as we possibly can. All right. So didn't go so badly. The auto resolve didn't think much of our chances, but we took care of it. See if we can't get their lord at least damaged. Why aren't you guys continuing to pursue? That's everybody else out except for their lord, so that's fine. Yeah, good kill count all around, really. Mazdamundi's Apotheosis is really powerful, especially considering how much magic he has. You can just keep popping that on everybody. There's also the Cold-Blooded ability, which I used a couple times there. Once for on Mazdamundi himself at the end, and once from the Zora's Old Blood. Yeah. There's a nice chunk of loot. That's not a lot of money for sacking, so I think we're just going to go ahead and occupy this. Killed their lord. That's good. Potion of Strength for Mazdamundi. Okay, we'll probably go ahead and give that to somebody else later. But okay. Your words a lot. Okay, this is the mission we succeeded at just now. Maintain control of one province. So I think we have to take the Ziggurat of Dawn. Is that correct? Yeah. So that's the last one. Lord Mazdamundi, you are wise indeed. We cannot let the Warm Bloods prosper in our realms. Taking back one temple city is not enough. We must purge the entire realm. So we gotta take the whole province. Sounds good. Mazdamundi leveled up. So I think we're gonna pop some Grout Marcher. Just because I'm not sure if we can reach that. Probably, actually, we can't reach it this turn. But I'm also going to put these units into Mazdamundi's army because they will not regenerate in mine, and Mazdamundi can continue to recruit. So I think we have enough skink cohort. We're gonna try to, or a skink cohort with javelins. We're gonna try to fill up with more regular skink cohort, I think. Just because we need a somewhat wider front line than the skink cohort, I believe, are the cheapest unit we have available at 109 upkeep. That's not too bad. The skink cohort with javelins are kind of a multi-use unit. I guess the javelins and melee ability is okay, but micromanaging more than a few units of them is a little bit tricky. So I mean, maybe I should be going for them instead, but I like just the regular skink cohort. They have a little bit more melee defense. So now we have 2 spawn pools of lower castes. So we're going to demolish the one in our main city because it only goes up to level 3. Skink chief early would be nice, but it's fine. And we're going to send our lord back up through some of these ruins here. And perhaps actually there's also a skull reef here, which I may send one of my lords through there. Yeah, because I might as well grab what I can see. Okay, so I don't think we still have no technologies that we can access. So we're going to go ahead and end that turn. And now we have to figure out, do we want to push on to Skeggi, or do we want to march up and complete the province first? I mean, completing the province is nice, but Skeggi is the provincial capital. Taking that would be quite advantageous. Problem is I don't know what they have there. What we can do is, can we get there in one turn? We cannot. So the point is moot. What we could do is move up into these forests here. I think that puts us in range of both. And we'll get some vision. Yeah, so they have some units here in Skeggi, some units over there in Ziggurat of the Dawn. So I'm going to go ahead and go into ambush stance right here while I bring my other army up. And have him start recruiting. So what I'm hoping happens here is that we pull in one of these armies to try to, who will come and try to stop him from recruiting a small army here. And I mean, this is going to put us quite bad money-wise, but next turn we should get our gold mine. And so right now, I really need Really need that cash. So I'm going to pop the skink favelas in, and then next turn hopefully we'll have enough money to put in the what's the other one? The foraging camp. So money for now, growth later. And I think that's everything I'm going to do this turn. And hopefully, if we're lucky, this all works out. If not, we just get seen and then we just run up and stomp somebody. Just have to go a little bit negative this turn. We should make back any losses. Oh. Okay, so Chotek's Causeway is definitely a Skaven ruin, not just a ruiny ruin. Skeggi is... I guess they spotted my ambush, or they just don't care they're going to get killed. Sure that one of the following buildings being constructed. A temple precinct. Oh, okay, so our building upgrade included Knowledge of the Stars. I think this is Star Chamber. These are interpretation of the Great Plan over the millennia is dense and complex. Some knowledge has regretfully been lost. We must discover forgotten lore and fathom new methods of warfare against the Warmbloods. Construction of a building will allow us to begin. Okay, so these are technology dependency buildings, which I think we'll construct the... we have 2 SWATs. That's good. Which means that we can put in the foraging camp and another thing. Oh, we have 2 landmarks here. That's interesting. Stellar Pyramids, 15k. Blessed Incubator. Oh wow, these are... Ooh, low recruit rank +1 faction wide, research rate +12%. All forces +10. Wow, Sun Major. Okay, that's a very good. Okay, so we're gonna be working on getting this to level 5 as fast as we can, because that's amazing. For now, though, we're going to go ahead and, I think I'd prefer to take a region capital early. That seems more valuable to me. So, go into regular stance here. We'll send up Camotor first, I think. And then, as Demundi will attack the settlement. Circle it. And then what we can do is have Camotor attack the outside army. They will run away into like the corner of the map here. So now, if we attack, that's more even. That's more like it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fight this. It's a much nicer chance. Actually, I'm just gonna see if I can, because if I can just pop. Yeah. Okay. Then Mazdamundi can attack with the full army. That's a much better chance. Okay, so we'll go ahead and fight this. I think we can take Skeggi. There's a unit of trolls in there somewhere. Yeah, so they may cause some problems. Regen and fear. I know for a long time, at least in game 1, trolls were garbage, and then in the very final update, it seems like they buffed them very significantly. I'm not sure if they gave them more health or what it was, but they seem much better now. So 11, we'll gamble on 11. So our one guy is coming in that corner. So hopefully he won't get crushed. I think he'll probably be out of sight unless the army deploys somewhere really strange. Not a lot of vision on this map. 23 is much better. 23 is much better. Start deployment. So these jungles in this game look really good. They're very jungly feeling. Especially from above, I like the really dense trees. Except for battle. So we're just going to go ahead and I believe this is on by default. I think I turned it off just for cinematic effect. But hide the foliage, just hide the trees so we can see where the heck our units are, what they're doing. It has a maximum range, but we'll go ahead and throw that on. So this time we have a big old front line of skink cohort. We'll put the Temple Guard in the middle. It'll be our special unit. Saurus Warriors, we're going to get them on the flanks. I mean, despite the fact that they're not very fast, I want to use them to wrap around and take care of any weird suspect cavalry charges, but I still want them behind the skinks because they don't have shields. I mean, the skinks have shields. The Saurus that I have do not have shields. Javelins, we're going to put 2 on the right. Actually, let's put him behind our regular units this time, because I liked having the Saurus Warriors on the outside. It worked out well. It worked out well last time. Also, we can't see except for this little strip down the middle here, and we're gonna put our Stegodon with its solar engine up on a hill here. Mazdamundi in his big flying chair goes right in the middle. In fact, we'll put our Temple Guard right up here because that's sort of a thin line, and Mazdamundi can sort of hover in the middle of them. I don't think they mind. I'm pretty sure these guys are friends. I mean, they're the Temple Guard. He's what's in the temple that they're guarding. So I'm pretty sure they're kind of, they're his guards. That's why they're working for cheap. That I don't think they really understand money. Pretty sure Lizardmen, they just don't understand. They don't have a concept of money, which is okay by me. You guys go in defensive stance, and everyone else I think is fine. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and wait. Oh, that's them disappearing into the trees here. See if we can get him hidden before something bad happens. There's 1 or 2 units there. Oh, they're showing up here. I thought it was some sort of spell effect. It's just... Okay. Alright, not sure why they would do that, but okay. I'm not really sure how to comment on this. This is not sure where the rest of the AI's army is. I think they might be hunting after my Saurus, which has now gone hidden. So I'm just seeing them right now. Where's my Basiladon? I hear shots being fired. Pretty sure they're obstructed. Okay, get these skinks back here. really worth healing anybody yet. Okay. Fire our laser dinosaur at him. Seem to be... I'm not sure what they're doing. They're hiding in the trees is what they're doing. The Bastillodon has a huge amount of armor, so I'm not really worried about these weak little... Oh, that poor one guy. He just got exploded on the spot there. There are the trolls at long last. So we'll see if we can get the temple guards into them. The temple guards seem to be taking some damage. Why don't we heal them up? I don't think that was this. Pretty sure that was this battle. Did something hit them? Yeah, they're healing, so... Okay, we're going to try to get formed up here. Trolls coming on the left. Goodness. Okay. Where are the trolls? Ah, there they are. These guys wrap around. Around their lord here. Okay. Probably bring the other Saurus over. Should be safe now. Something in there. Concentrating here on trying to get everybody moved into where they need to be. They are easy to get to route, but they keep coming back. Anyone else needs healing? Possibly these fellas. Oh, they've been scared off by the Chaos Trolls, who are once again healing up. You really need to get the temple guards into them. Nothing else is really gonna cut it. There we go. Okay. There's the drop, I think. Yeah. And we have won. And I believe, despite the appearances, this was a settlement battle. Yeah, so Solar Engine once again did work, as did the Temple Guard. Those trolls were a real problem. They are significantly better than they were in Game 1. Yeah. Yeah, even after the buff, this seems better. It looked like there were more in the unit. There used to be 8. Anyway. Okay, so sack now almost makes sense, but I think we're just going to go ahead once again and occupy this. Ooh, Earthing Rod. Yes, reduces miscast chance to 0. That's a nice one. Talisman of Protection for Camotor. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, and we are now just barely positive again. So what did we get in Skeggi? We got the port. So that's what's keeping us positive right now. We will tax the province. That seems prudent. 7 turns until population surplus is a long time. But I don't really want to go to war with my buddies, the humans here. So that's that. And Lord's gaining abilities, so I'll give him Route Watcher because I want to send him up the side. Some interesting abilities here. We'll read them when they become available. I'm not even sure if we're going to bother leveling him up or if he'll be disbanded later. Haven't quite decided. We're going to go and get straight into the magic right away. That's what Asmodeus does, so that's what we're going to do. Combine these groups together, and we should get... Yeah, we have walls on Skeggi immediately. No garrison yet. But that should put us well... that should position us well for moving on the Ziggurat of Dawn next turn. I don't think these guys can move anywhere, really. I think they're just stuck in the forest, basically. Now, I don't think Camotor needs to be here. I really did recruit him specifically to go treasure hunting. So, why don't we get him to actually go do that? I don't think he's in danger from either of these armies here. So we go ahead, run up this way, and we will give his talisman to Mazdamundi, who might actually use it. Yes. Okay, so that's a nice collection of things this early in the campaign. Public order is not great in Hexwaddle, so maybe we should get something to fix that. I'm not sure. That's public order plus 4. It just grows to more and more public order. Tablet of monuments. What does Tablet of monuments get us? Increased growth, reduced construction cost, reduced construction time, growth, construction. Okay, so reduce construction cost and growth. If we go up that way, that's the only defensive structure here. We could go for the Underground Lagoon, which would give us Sora's Warriors with spears and unlock some tech for us. So that's not a bad idea. Our gold mine can be upgraded, which would go from 300 to 450 for 2k money. Less than 20 turns to pay itself back, so yep, we're going to go ahead and do that. Does not leave us a ton of cash left over. We could still construct the Old One Monument, but a feeling having recruitment buildings in two separate settlements is going to be important very soon. So with that, I believe we're going to end the turn. And hopefully we can go on some treasure hunts here. Yeah, I just went and spent some time scrolling around this map. It's a very big map. Yeah, it's a very big map with many different different factions all over the place. Okay, so they're just gonna run up through the trees, try to get to their other settlement. Do they even have any recruitment buildings? I don't think they do. So I think they're just stuck. Okay, so we got our research building of some kind built. Give us some money. We'll research skink spawning because it's the only thing we have. Okay, we could upgrade our growth, but I think I'd like a little bit of a buffer of money if I could. Snake Mazdamundi is just going to run right up here. Because I think in 2 turns he can get up there. Yep, we're going to go ahead and do that. And Camotor, I think we're going to just pop him into the water here. And then next turn he can grab Skull Reef and come back out, I think. Taking slight attrition here. That's okay. Yes, okay. Public order is still suffering, but hopefully once we secure everything, it'll even itself out. Public order all around not so good, but I think that's all we're gonna do this turn as well. We'll have some rebellions. We'll put them down. It's okay. This region is not so big, and I'm not too worried at the moment about our ability to deal with the problems. These Skaven, I don't know what their settlements look like, but they might be scary. I think I definitely want to be at war with these Skaven because I want to take that ritual resource site. There's the Skeggi. Okay. Ensure one of the following buildings is constructed. Holy Ziggurat. Yeah, so that will upgrade again. And search a ruined site for treasure. I'm on my way to do that. I'll get right to it. The ritual prognostication is nearly prepared. A few more sacred plaques are required. If we send scouting groups into ruins lost to us, we may discover more, while other hazards and warm blood traps could also be present. An acceptable risk. Okay, so he's just gonna check out Skull Reef. Ooh, a potion of speed. Nice. And 10k treasury. Wow. Horde of the Vampire Admiral. The skull-shaped lair lying ominously on the horizon could only be the hidden horde of Count Noctilus. Count Noctilus, the legendary vampire admiral who was a scourge of the seas, seen in his great vessel, the Bloody Reaver. Legend has it that Nautilus' treasure is hidden upon the great ocean and guarded by zombie crewmates damned to protect it for all eternity. That is until your fleet chances upon the lair. Okay, cool. 10k. That is a buff. All right, and can we get you back out of the water this turn? We cannot, but that's okay. 10k money. That's thank you. That was well done. I think this is not going to be a difficult fight at all. Oh, or maybe it is. So I think maybe we will leave it here. We'll go ahead and save it, get ready for next time. I hope you enjoyed watching this first in this Let's Play series. Just some related news. I am continuing with my vampire counts, or Necromancer's Let's Play of Total Warhammer 1 while this is ongoing. I in fact I got a little bit ahead. I pre-recorded a couple episodes of that one just because I knew I would be working my way through Total Warhammer 2 and starting a Let's Play on this end as well. So, as usual, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm still pretty new to Warhammer 2, so I may not have gotten all the good info. So if I'm doing anything wrong, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you here next time.